All things going live here. So come on in. We're going to get to talking and chatting. I appreciate you all joining. So this is my 10 a.m. We're talking about Live Fest. We're going to talk. We are bringing back the Live Fest conversations once again. We had Live Fest 2025 going on right now. And so we're in the fandom league. So you guys are going to hear me talk about all things going live when it comes to Live Fest, okay? So we're going to get to talking and chatting. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate all my friends and top contributors coming through to support the Live Fest. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about how to get on the leaderboard, how to climb up, how to do your thing, and hopefully rank up a little higher. So we'll see how this goes, friends. So this is our go live with ease and confidence, but also wanted to make sure you understand how to go live with Live Fest. So let me know if you have any questions. I'm always looking to make sure I'm talking to my fans, talking to the community, my subscribers here. And if you are new, come on in. We're going to get to talking and chatting. Feel free to say hello. And if you have not connected with me, feel free to connect with a girl. We're talking all things going live, so feel free to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you subscribe, and then also like the live and comment. Hello, friend. How you doing, Ultimate? How's everything going? Thank you so much for saying hello. Where are you from, friend? Thank you for saying hello in the chat. I appreciate the support. Tell me where you're from, friend. And then and those who are going to come in, say hello as well. If you have not subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe as well. My notification just popped up. Interesting. Didn't pop up on my computer though. Thank you all for coming in. So we're going to talk all things going live as well. So feel free to come in, show your support, and we'll get to talking and chatting as well, so that you guys know how to support the live. But let me know if you have any questions as well. Always want to make sure I'm answering questions. So when you come in, make sure you give a like to the live. Make sure that thumbs up is there, as well as if you have not subscribed to the channel, click that subscriber button, and also click the bell to know when I go live and post content. I will be posting content in the next day or so. So please come in. I'm going to be posting content for you guys to engage with. So let me know if there's any questions, um, as well as let me know if you have questions about supporting the live. So we're going to get to talking and chatting. I appreciate everybody coming in to come in and support the live stream. And so I'm setting up my screen now. I usually start here on YouTube to make sure I'm engaging over here, connecting with all of you, and then I will go over to TikTok and also have a conversation over there. So that you guys know, I do co-stream. I co-stream, so I'm going to be on the TikTok side, and so we'll over there, I'll share all things about going live. TikTok's a little different from YouTube, so I give content that helps you understand how to go live with your community, how to brand yourself, how to make sure you are talking to your target audience, and how to grow on both platforms. So you can use the information for both platforms if you're live streaming, but it's specifically tailored to TikTok because there's so many features over there that you need to be aware of, and how to engage your audience. So let me know if there's any questions. I tell people all the time to make sure you give the live a thumbs up, but also make sure you click the bell to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and make sure you click the subscriber button. All right, so hope all is well. I'm going to get over into TikTok because we're about to start the live journey over there. There's a lot going on with Live Fest, and the Fandom League has started today. So it's another way to climb the leaderboard. There's some quests that you have to do, and so you want to make sure you're doing that as well. And make sure you are building community. All right, friends. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate all the support coming through. If you are new to my live, you'll know that we talk all things going live here. So we're going to get to talking and chatting in a second. All right, friends, we are going live. Thank you so much for being here. All right. Hello, hello. Good morning. It is Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income Agency. We are talking all things going live. Thank you all for being here. This is my Go Live with Ease and Confidence. Let me know if you are new to my live stream. I want you to come in and make sure you like the live. And also let me know if you have any questions. Let me know where you're from. Hey, Shelly, how are you, friend? Thank you for popping in, friend. How's everything going? Thank you all who are coming into the live. I appreciate that. Jay Money, thank you for getting that daily heart me. We are going to be talking about all things going live. Hey, how you doing? Summer Love, Lover Boss. Thank you so much, friend. Love that name. Thank you for the rose as well. I appreciate it. So we're going to be talking about Live Fest too. So come on in. We're going to get to talking and chatting. Live Fest is doing its next round, which is called the Fandom Round. So I want to make sure everybody is doing well. Hello, I'm actually on the YT as well. So thank you so much. The Idea Barista, thank you for being here, friend. Thank you. Hey, J Money, how are you, friend? Thank you for coming in as well. How's everything going? I appreciate your support. Tap to get your TikTok shop coupon. I love it. Thank you so much. Are you a live host as well? Let me know if you're a live host. Appreciate all the support coming in, getting that daily heart me. Shelly, how's everything going, friend? Are you going live as well? Feel free to like the live and share it out. I'm going to share out my live since I just started. I always want to make sure I'm sharing my live out to my community. Let's see, let's put my shirt up. Share it out with to my community so everybody knows I'm here. And then I'm also going to share it out via my group chat. So feel free to share the live as well. So in the beginning of anytime you're going live, you always want to make sure you share out your live, okay? Because that is another way to bring more people visibility to your live stream, to your community, but also letting people know that you are here and they can support. They can get support as they are trying to go live themselves. Let's see. And based on your topic. Give me 1 second. I'm writing the words on my screen. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm writing all this information. I want to talk about the new update to Live Fest as well. So you're going to hear people talking about Live Fest for the next couple of days as well. Thank you all. Appreciate you. Yes, I'm a live host. Usually go on Tuesdays and Fridays. Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, so what's your live topic about? I was reading your bio. So what do you talk about in your live, J Money? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you coming in. Thank you, Purple Energy and Flows Fruitful. How you doing, friends? Come in. We're going to get to talking and chatting. I shared out my live to some of my community so we can talk about Live Fest as well. So that's why the Viewers Wishes is on right now. So Viewers Wishes is part of those quests that you'll see where TikTok is asking you to share the viewers' wishes so people can engage with that as well. So let me know if you have any questions, but essentially what it is if you go into Live Fest, it'll say different quests that you have to complete, and mine is viewers' wishes today. So I have to do that quest. Fest Pops is another thing that they want to have me get, as well as hello, Mrs. Treetop, as well as I think I have to do a match. Mrs. Treetop, I have to do a match. So I'll let you guys know in a second. That's part of the daily quest. Are you still doing the daily quest? Purple Energy, how you doing as well, friends? So people are coming in. Let me know if you are new. Let me know where you're from, friend, and say hello. Hello, friends over here too. All right, Mr. Treetop, good morning. Oh my, I am doing it. Are you gonna do it? Okay, so yeah, this is the fandom. This is the Fandom League. So it just launched today, really at midnight. So to be honest with you, we should have been paying attention to it last night because when did I come to your room? It wasn't midnight yet. I think it was before midnight because I went to bed right after I left your live. I went to bed right after that. So I don't think it was quite midnight because I caught myself going to bed a little early. So, because I'm usually in the bed like 1:30, 2 o'clock. New looking to learn about TikTok Live. All right, Purple Energy. Thank you for chiming in. I appreciate that. You said author, self-help, self-reflection is a lifestyle from Pain Blossom Wisdom. From Pain Blossomed Wisdom. Okay, nice. Nice bio, friend. So you're looking to learn about live. So you're in the right room because I teach about live streaming. The last few weeks we have been. It was before midnight. Okay, that's what I thought. I was like, it was before midnight. So we didn't pay attention to the fact that this fandom, the fandom part turned on. as of midnight. So we'll know next time. Next time we're gonna be on top of our game. We're gonna really be on it. But this is our first time rolling this out. Purple Energy, what I talk about is all things live streaming. I am a TikTok Creator Network agency, which is a TikTok program for creators that are going live, for live hosts, and it's strictly for the live streaming experience. So I train and teach on how to go live, knowing different features here, as well as how you engage your audience, how viewers should engage back. So I'll talk about that. So typically I'm talking about that all the time. Let me know if you have questions. I'm happy to answer questions. If it's something specific, you're like, hey, what is this? I've been seeing this or I've heard this. Let me know what they're talking about. So this is the room you could do that in. What is happening today, though, a little bit different, just a slightly bit different. It is based on TikTok having their big event at the end of the year. It's called Live Fest. Hey, Sultry Nana. So a lot of creators are starting to, or a lot of creators have been focused on Live Fest and how to understand Live Fest and all the different things to do with making sure you climb on the leaderboard. It's a competition. That's essentially what it is. It's a competition. And so right now, another phase of the competition just started. It's called the Fandom League. And it's really when you have that Daily Heart Me up there, those are your fan club members. Those are the people who are in your fan club. You're really wanting to get your fan club to engage and support by doing different gifts, being a part of your community, coming in and get Daily Heart Me's, supporting the Fest gifts. These are all Fest gifts for Live Fest. So that's what you're seeing. Thank you so much. How you doing, Sultry Nana? And so there's a couple things that need to happen. So the viewers' wishes is one of them that I have on right now. And what I'm going to do is just talk about Live Fest a little bit today, unless there are specific questions. And if I need to go in a different direction, I'm happy to do so. Uncle Jim, how you doing, friend? Thank you so much for joining as well. And so we'll get some more of our friends to come through in a little bit, if you guys don't mind sharing out the live. So let me know if you don't know what sharing out the live means. And I could talk through what does that actually mean, like literally shared it out. Thank you so much, Sultry Nana, for the shares and the reposts. I appreciate it. Because as you come into a live, you want to make sure you are sharing the live. That means that you're clicking the arrow. I think the arrow is here for viewers. So you'll see an arrow. If you click that arrow, there's an opportunity for you to repost it. That's what Sultry Nana just did. You also can add it to your story, which is on your page, that circle bubble story, as well as, he said, oh, okay, as well as share it by clicking any of the individuals on in your inbox that you could share it with. Or here's another trick. TikTok, like I said, there's always these little hidden things in here. If you press your screen in the middle of the screen, if you press and hold your finger down, the people who are in your inbox, typically in the order of your inbox, those individuals, you can share the live out to them as well. And if you scroll all the way down, you'll see a magnifying glass where you could search for other people to share it with. Okay, so that's how you share out a live. So you'll hear people say, when you press down, people say, call that the power share. If you want to power share it out, that's what they call it when you press down on the screen and have that list that pops up. Or the arrow below is another way to share it out. And so you can see clearly that TikTok will track how many shares have happened. So right now there's 24 shares that have happened. So that's what people mean when they say, oh, share out the live. So they're literally asking you to share out the live. How do you add to the story? So when you click the arrow below, did it have an option for you at the very bottom, maybe in the bottom left corner where it says add to story? Let me know if you see that. So from a live host, that's where mine sits. When I click my arrow, it's in the bottom left corner. It says add to story. I don't remember if it's there from a viewer perspective. I think it's in the same space. But let me know if it's not there for you. So that's how you would add it to your story. And what will happen is this live is something that someone clicks your story during the time I'm live. Okay, I got it. When somebody clicks your story, your section, they'll see that. Or if you share it, I think it goes to some of your viewers too. Well, you have to mention people for them to see it in their inbox, but they should see it if they click your stories. Okay, so that's how it goes. So And so what's happened is that I've had a lot of new people in the agency, and so little things like that. I shouldn't say little, but that is one of those core things that you kind of need to know as a live host. You want to share your live. You want to invite your viewers to share the live. You want to invite people to tap your live screen, which is actually when you take your finger and tap it, or if you have a tapping device like this, you can also have that tap on your screen for you. And so you want people to tap the screen because those likes right here, it says 7K likes. Um, those likes are increasing because of the engagement that's happening, and people will, TikTok will see that people are actively liking the live, and that brings more traffic to your live as well. Dr. Lisa, I forgot how to set the box with the suggested gifts on it. Okay, this is called Viewers Wishes. Sultry Nana, that's what this is called, Viewers Wishes. Viewers Wishes can only be set when you don't have any of your panel boxes. So you won't see this. If you have, because I know you work with panels quite a bit. You always have panel boxes. You can have this up too. So that's probably why you don't see it as a way to add this to your screen, because you can't do it whenever you have a co-host or panel boxes. Hello, friend. Thank you so much for asking. And so when you don't have panel boxes on, you can turn it on. How you doing, Lady Coco? Appreciate you being here, friend. Let me know if you have questions. So when you don't have panel boxes on, you can click Viewers Wishes by clicking the three dots when you're live. There's three dots in the right corner, the More button. If you look at the top, it has Viewers Wishes, and you can do a template. This is a template for Live Fest, or you can just do a regular there's a couple other templates too, but you can do a regular, just Viewer Wishes, and you can add different gifts to it. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, because I know you normally have your panel open, so you'll never see this because you can't have them both up at the same time. So TikTok doesn't approve it. As you can see, it takes up the space of where your panel would be. So that's why you can't have them both up. How do you get the text behind you? Okay, the text behind me is called a board. The text behind me is called a board. A board is a good feature to have if you have a specific live, especially if you're like me and you're like, oh, I'm talking about all types of stuff. Now, right here, the board tells you, learn about my Creator Network Agency. I haven't started talking about that, but somebody who comes in the room might say, hey, tell me more about your Creator Network Agency. So it's a great way to have kind of this marketing message. How you doing, Coco? Thank you for the Daily Heart Me. It's a great way to have like a marketing message for what your live is about. So when people swipe through and they stop and want to look at what you got going on, they'll say, oh, okay, let me learn about this, or let me hear more about this topic, or can you talk about, whatever's on the screen. And people use it as a way to kind of describe their live stream, or they may have something on there that's like a catchy hook that kind of hooks people in. And so people are like, wait a minute, let me stop and listen to what's going on here. Hey guys, I'll say this side note. Good morning, Lady Coco. One of the creators that just joined the agency, she's a medium, medium, a medium, and she has the ability to interface with the unalive. And so because of that, on her screen, it actually says, I see, quote unquote, dead people. And that's what's on her screen, that's on her board. And literally her room was room. It was like over 400 people in the room. And people, I guess, stopped and saw her message, like, what is she talking about? Let me peek into this room. What's going on here? And so that's essentially how she had so many people, because people stopped and looked. So you do want a board. A board is a great way to get more engagement. TikTok gave me 4 heart me's. This is a flash goal. I'll talk about how you get a board. I'll talk about that in a second. Flash goal, really quickly. TikTok just popped it up on my screen. It's a goal where TikTok will put it out there for people to support. Disaster Drama Queen, stay with me. You joined the agency, so I sent you the notification to now do my contact form. So I saw where you accepted, but now you have to do my contact form. So the agency page sent you a message. Hello, friends. So if you don't mind sending a daily heart me, I need 4 of them. So TikTok gave me a smaller number, which is fine. But 4 daily heart me's. And the problem with the daily heart me, thank you so much, Voice Guru. The problem with the daily heart me is that obviously, if you already gave it, you can't give it again. So it is what it is. Thank you for that. Oh, Mrs. Treetop, you held out. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. I think I need one more. One more daily heartbeat. Good morning. How you doing, Carol? That's why I waited. Thank you. I appreciate you. TikTok is trying to TikTok me. I did the contact form, but I am subbing today and I will be teaching soon. Okay, okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, friend. Let me know if you have questions. So, obviously I'm here and I'll be back at 4. So you're welcome to come in and just ask questions. And then let us know when you go live as well. Thank you, Mrs. Treetop. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you for that. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much. And so we'll see how this goes. Okay, board. That was the question. Purple energy. Let me know if you're still in the room, friend, because you asked about the board. So the board, here's how you turn it on. Great. Is it, like I said, it's a great way to have your messaging. I have, obviously I have this here going on right now for Live Fest. Yes. Okay. So when you go live, did I ask you, did you go live? Do you go live? Did you tell me if you go live yet? I'm trying to think. I don't think I asked that question. You should have live access though. Well, should you? Yeah, you should. You should. Hey, Alex, how you doing? Thank you so much for being here, Alex. My next live is tonight at 6:30 p.m. Central, 6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern my time. Okay. I'm supposed to be a guest on another live tonight. So if I get a chance, I'll pop in on you. I may not be able to do it today because I know I'm supposed to be co-hosting, or I guess I'm not co-hosting. I'm not going to be live. I'm going to be a guest on someone's panel, Coach Jesse in particular. So I'll try to pop in though. So put your days you go live in the chat for me. Thank you. Look at you leveled up to level 22. Congratulations, Alex. So if you haven't sent your daily heart me, go ahead and grab that daily heart me. We have one more to get for my flash goal. So board. So when you go to the settings, the magic wand, it looks like a pencil. Thank you, Alex. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Good morning. How you doing, Charmaine? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you guys for helping me reach that flash goal. So when you go to the magic wand, that's where you would see your board to turn on and turn off. However, before you start your live, you can't create the words on this board during the live. They don't let you do that. So you have to create your message beforehand. Okay, so you're going to create the message under the settings screen is boards, and that's where you would set it up and create that message. Okay, so you would, you figure out a message that you want to put. I tell people all the time, depending on what you write on that board, TikTok has to approve it. That's why it has to be done before you go live. So TikTok has to approve the message. If you get a nice little disclaimer message that pops up on the screen when you get ready to save it, TikTok didn't like something on that board. You can still make the board. You just kind of hit OK if you hit OK, but you definitely want to cancel and rewrite that board so you don't get that disclaimer message, because essentially you wrote something that was problematic for TikTok. It doesn't like for you to use the word TikTok. So if you put TikTok on the board, that's a no-no. So it doesn't like for you to use that. So just be mindful of the words you put, because it will impact your visibility and you won't get pushed out. So definitely change the board if that is the case. Okay, learn about my Create a Network agency. That's there. I just received access because my following is low and TikTok is doing a promo for lives. Okay. Yeah, so TikTok usually, hey Natty Nat, TikTok usually give you live access. You don't have, okay, so if you notice the people who are coming in, Charmaine has a Lisa on next to her name, and she has the number 14, that blue box. You don't have the Lisa, or you don't have the blue box. Your blue box, let me just make sure. Yeah, your blue box is level 0. Good morning, Natty Nat. Natty Nat has 27 friend, and she has Lisa. Jesse, how are you? Thank you so much for being here. Alex has 18 and Lisa. Black Lotus, how are you, friend? So because of that, that also allows you to get live access earlier. So I've seen people get it as early as 50 followers, but they also had a blue box. Okay, so they have come into live. They know how to grab that daily heart me. That's part of it. That's how you get the Lisa box, but also you'll get a blue box for that because you'll be a level 1 engager. Okay, so all that is tied into how you engage in the live stream. How you doing? It's RC. RC. Thank you so much for being here. And so you want to pay attention to that. If you're going to continue to go live, if you're going to go live as a live host, and if you're going to continue to be a viewer, because people are paying attention to that. It's almost like a badge, and I guess that's the best way to say it. And people see what's on your badge. They see your badge number as your identification to a certain extent in terms of how you're engaging in this live. If you came in and got the daily heartbeat, if it's grayed out or not showing, that's why I clicked your name again to see if it was just maybe not showing. We can see that as well. And for it to be grayed out or not showing, it means that you have not been in these TikTok streets or to that live in at least 7 days. So you want to make sure you're actively engaging. You said, I'll watch you because you explained so I can get here. Okay. You're welcome, friend. Let me know if you have any questions. I shall not be moved. My opinion has not changed. You won't break my soul. That's right. I remember your bio. Thank you for being here, friend. Um, So let me know if you guys have questions. We're going to talk about Trisha T. How you doing? What's going on in here today? We're going to talk about, I was just about to say that, Mama T. We're going to talk about Live Fest. So Live Fest has continued. Okay, now we're in phase 4 of Live Fest. When we think about the Power League just finished up, and we had 3 rounds of the Power League. Now we're in the Talent League and the Fandom League. So I'll talk about that with you all. I'm going to wait on my heartbeat because you're getting that as a flash. No, I just got it. Black Lotus, you can send it. I got it today. It was 4. So I got my 4 heartbeats. So I just finished my flash goal. So you're good. You can send your heartbeat. Good morning, Trisha T. Yes. Thank you so much. What did I miss? You know what? I was just talking to some of our new friends in the room. That was quick. Yeah, TikTok gave it to me early, which was good. It was good. TikTok was suppressing me a little bit too. I saw it. I saw y'all all coming in at the same time. TikTok was like, we're gonna decide if we push her out a little bit. We'll wait and see. So it's all good. I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you so much, Creator Link, for the follow. I appreciate your friend. It's homeroom time. There you go, Short Stuff. Appreciate your friend. Short Stuff, we gotta connect. Let's do another one-on-one conversation just about the retreat. So let's check in real quick on that because I know we're moving forward. So hey, my favorite 4, how are you? Thank you so much. Creator Link too. Thank you for being here. Your TikTok Shop Daily Deals. Thank you so much for being here as well. Sure. So yeah, let's find maybe today's the 10th. So I'm going to send out another message to the community so that they know that we're trying to do it by the 14th, have a deadline of the 14th to see who is all in. How you doing, my favorite 4? How's everything going? I need to get to your live because I need to do some more rounds. So I was going to talk about Live Fest just so that you guys know. 2 additional phases have opened up. There is the Talent League as well as the Fandom League. Okay, he said I'm doing fine. That's good. That's good. Hey, Holly Q. So Talent League is for the people who are musicians. Hey, Nika Grace, musicians, dancing, as well as gaming. Okay, and so Nika was really helpful with helping us understand a little bit. She did her sound healing, and she did get 1 day counted for. I think you're supposed to do 3 days, but she did get 1 day counted when she did her sound healing. So we've seen the process of what does it look like to get approved for the music area. Now, Nika, really quickly, this is for you. Just a side note. And TikTok filtered somebody's comment. Let me see if I can see it. If I didn't respond to your comment, it's because TikTok filtered you. And I don't think it's going to show up. I don't know if it's going to show up in my area, but we'll check. No, it's not. I don't see the filtered comment. It didn't show up for me, but it did say a comment was filtered. Thank you all for supporting the live. So we're going to talk a little bit. Nika, this is just for you real quick. I just want to show you this so you know to go check this. Let me know if you're listening. So I want you to check this area, okay? So when you are on your account, real quick, let me turn my camera off. Okay, so when you said listening, if you go to your TikTok studio, you go to live, hey Muku, you go down to the tools and resources. Remember, I always show this. Camilla, how you doing, friend? And if you go here, there's an area that says live talent. I want you to click this. Okay. This is where I want you to click live talent, because you can get beyond Live Fest. Thank you so much for the TJ glasses. Appreciate that, friend. Thank you for that. Um, you're going to click the live talent, and you, music lover, you can still become a live talent, get access to live campaigns, have at least three music live streams in the past 7 days. So that's something you can get regardless of this whole live fest. So you can already be categorized as a music talent. Okay, so I just want to say that so that you can have that designation. Okay, so as you are doing your sound healing, I need to check with Wellness Girl and probably even Pure, but check with them to see if they have that designation. So you wanna strive for that, since you do music. The sound healing got tracked as live talent for you, as music for you. Okay, let me know if you caught what I just gave. All right, friends, thank you all for being here. So we're gonna talk about this. Hey, Miss Sweetie Pie, how you doing? Anybody else? Okay, I did. Okay, perfect. Okay, so anybody else who does music or anything like that in their live where it's your own original music, and because she was doing her sound bowls and stuff, that's her own original music. TikTok will treat you as a music talent, and it just gives you a different designation for your live stream, which may help if people are looking for sound healing or music in any kind of way. You want to make sure you have that designation. Okay, so just keep that in mind. If you dance, I think it has to be a choreographed dance. I'm not sure what the rules are, but you might do that. And then if you game, you could be considered a gamer. Okay, so just know there are different categories in there that you can have for your live stream. You said after 3 lives, can you do the Creator Network? For the agency, yes. So the 3 lives, yes, the 3 lives is that you are going to get full live access by TikTok, because TikTok won't let you pin comments. You may not be able to have guest or co-host. So those are the type of things that you want to make sure you have access to if you're going to be in a creator network, because the goal is that you're going to go live. Okay. Hello, Flourish. Hey, sweetie pie. Sweetie pie, I be dancing, but it's not choreographed. Who else dances? My favorite, you used to dance a lot in your video. And then the person who dances all the time and is choreographed, I mean, it's considered fitness, but it's Natty Nat. And she doesn't get credit for her dancing either. Um, Purple, let's see. Purple Energy, you asked, what is the Creator Network? The Creator Network program, that's why you see that banner here. And that's where you see some of our friends coming in. Thank you all for joining the live. I appreciate you all coming in. Natty Nat, TikTok is doing you dirty, because you should have the dancing designation and music. Hey, fandom is off to a good start for me. Is it? Is it? So yeah, fandom is happening now. I turned on my viewers' wishes. I have a couple quest things I need to do. So I'm going to talk about fandom with folks too. You said 517. What's 517? What you mean? What happened with 517? What does that mean? People in your room? You had 517 people in your room? What you saying? Is that what you're saying? Are you gonna come back and be like, yes, doc? Oh, that's your ranking. Okay, that's your ranking. 517 from 3,000. Oh, that is good. That's really good. Oh, wow. Nice. Good morning, Coach G7 Vibe and Learn Lounge. Appreciate your friend being here. I hope to be dancing again soon with my non-dancing self. I'm not a dancer neither. My favorite. But I enjoy seeing y'all dance. Who was that? Lee Ann. She does a little dancing in her content. I appreciate people who just, you just carefree. You just do it. So I love that. I need to get at least one. You need to get one live in. Is that what you're talking about? One live? Yeah, get your live going. Just start going live. This is your December goal. Here come Leanne. Now she dances all the time. I got a new super fan today, Flores. Congratulations. Nice. Yeah, TikTok was nice to you. Look at you. I love that. So thank you all that's coming in. Thank you. What is that? That one. Congrats. Thank you for being here. Okay, agency. I'm going to do a quick summary. Creator Network Agency. It is a program where TikTok is helping live hosts, rookie live hosts, to go live and get training support. So they have these agencies that you can belong to that can offer the training support as well as protection if your account is in violation or banned. They can submit an inquiry on your behalf. So an agency is part of your team to help you grow as a live host. That's what the intent is supposed to be. Now, every agency operates differently. Agencies have different resources and goals and things that they do. They all are independent operators, and so you got to do your research and pick an agency that's going to support you based on what your needs are and where you're at in your journey. Okay, so I'll talk about my agency in a second. I want to, if you don't mind, I want to talk about fandom because I know some of the people in the room are interested in that. Go was 3 super fans this week, 2 or 3 on the way. Oh, on the way there. Look at you, friend. I love that. Congratulations, Flourish. That's it. This is a good time to become a super fan too because it is half off the first month. So you're getting that discount. So that's a great perk to tell your community. How you doing, Queen Shine? Peace and blessings. How you doing, friend? So that's a great perk to tell your community. That is a great perk. So just let them know, hey, Coach Linda, let them know that they can join your community and the benefits for it during this time to get half off. Tina Body is doing Skincare Jeopardy with the dual screen this morning. Very cool. Oh, she's doing it as a live studio. I see. I see. Nice. It does look good. I need to go in her room and see it in person. It does look good. Are you part of the agency? If so, how can I get into your network? Purple Energy. So first of all, yes, I do have an agency. That's Launch Your Income Agency. To join, you got to click my photo. My mini profile will pop up, and then if you click my profile again, it'll take you. Click my photo again, it'll take you to my main profile, and the web page is in my bio. Thank you all who are coming into the live. I appreciate you all. Thank you for the support. Dr. Michelle, I see you as well. I see all the engagement and connections. Coach Linda, good morning. How you doing, friend? And so, first step is to go live, Purple Energy. So you got to go live first. So I can't accept you into the agency unless you're live. So you want to make sure you're going live. I think you said you hadn't started yet. Do you have to have one-on-one meeting for you to help anyone? Do I have to have a one-on-one meeting for you to help anyone? Do you have to have a one-on-one meeting with me to help anyone? What you mean? No. No, you can help whoever you want to help. What you mean, friend? Queen Shine, do you want to have a one-on-one? Is that what you're asking with me? You're welcome to have a one-on-one. I don't know if I answered your question though. We just let me know because I scheduled one and it didn't happen. I'm not sure, but let me know if you want to have a meeting. I'm happy to connect with you. How does an agency help a creator? Queen Shine. Well, through training and resources, I do the Sunday meetings. I do one-on-ones with you. I come here twice a day. I answer questions. We have the school platform. There's information there for you. It just depends on what you're looking for. Whatever you need. I would love a meeting. Charmaine, you would love a meeting. Well, let me know. So what I tell people is if you're going live, you said, oh, if you go live, alrighty. If you go live and in the agency, I'll meet with you. So I'm happy to meet with you all. Anybody in the room, let me say that right now. If you are in the agency and it's time for us to have a one-on-one and we haven't had one in the last 30 days, let me know. I'm happy to meet with you all. So just let me know. And we can look at your analytics of you going live because that's the whole thing. If we're going to meet, we want to have data. So ideally, you're going live so we can talk about your performance and how things look in the system for you. And then we can talk about different things you might want to do with your live stream. So that's the whole point, is to help you grow. And I teach, and that's in the school platform. There's a couple videos in there. There's some resources for you to understand how to look at your own analytics. If you have questions about your analytics, just let me know. I'm happy to answer it. You should see that I have applied. Charmaine, you have applied? Okay, let me check, friend. I'll check for you. So let's talk about Live Fest 2, because I want to make sure we're understanding Live Fest. Charmaine, let's see, friend. All right, Charmaine, it's gonna let you go through. Give me a second. I'm gonna walk you through the process of what happens next, because you're gonna have to accept the invitation. Okay, it went through, friend. Thank you so much, Queen Sean. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much, Dr. Henry. I appreciate everybody coming through. So, Queen Sean, let me know if you want to meet. I'm happy to meet with you, friend, and we can just talk through what your needs are. Has anyone noticed some jelly style likes in some rooms? I have. Yes, I have. I've noticed that they're like a iridescent type color. Yeah, I've seen those. Yeah. In a couple rooms where I went to and it was locking the screen. Pretty cool looking, but I don't know how they got them. But yeah. Thank you so much, Positive Vibes. Um, you said bubbles? Yeah, they're almost like little bubbles. That's true. They do look kind of bubbles like. Yeah, is that Live Fest? I don't know if it is. I wonder if it's a campaign. I'm not sure because it looked like it could have been Live Fest, but not really because Live Fest is these colorful colors. I think it's from it's the SpongeBob campaign. Oh, thank you for the SpongeBob. Oh, new thing. That's what it is. It's the SpongeBob. Okay, pretty cool. Thank you for the hand heart, friends. Appreciate that. Yes, I sent Mrs. Treetop a SpongeBob gift yesterday with SpongeBob and what's his friend's name? What's his friend's name? Playing what's the oh gosh, I should know this. My kid's gonna be so upset with me. Oh wow, I can't remember his name. My older boy, he was so into SpongeBob. Off topic, but you all took 10 years off my appearance. Get rid of the gray. Oh, did you? I can't wait to see it for the SpongeBob. Okay, new theme. Awesome. Patrick, that's it. Thank you. I was supposed to Squidward. It was Patrick. I was thinking of his friend Patrick. You're right. It was Patrick. Oh, yes. Side note, really quickly, y'all. I always have stories. Side note, my husband and I, we took the kids. So we're blended. We're blended family. So I have my daughter at the time, the 5-year-old wasn't even a thought at this time. So my daughter and his sons are all in the same cluster of age. As a matter of fact, for the month of September, they're all the same age. Because my daughter and my younger stepson turn their birthdays are in August, and then the older one, his birthday's in October. So all of September, they're all three of them the same age. So we took them on a cruise. They were all probably like 10 and 11. No, maybe younger. I'm gonna say 8 and 9. That's how old they were, 8 and 9. And we took them on a cruise for the first time. The boys had never gone on a cruise. My daughter and I had gone on a cruise, a couple times before. And we were taking them on a cruise. We literally pulled up to the cruise ship and my younger stepson would not get out the car. He had a whole meltdown, a whole entire meltdown. And I was like, well, wait a minute. You didn't know he was scared of the water and stuff? My husband was like, I didn't know this was going to happen. I had no clue. He was like, what's going on? He did not want to get on the ship because he was like, he didn't want to get on the boat because the boat was going to sink and they was going to be down there with SpongeBob and their friends. Patrick. He had this whole SpongeBob story. He was like, I don't want to go to SpongeBob. I don't want to go under the sea. And so all this time, so whenever we've gone on cruises before, so we always tease him talking about, well, we're going to get on the boat with SpongeBob. Like, he's like, I didn't do that. That never happened. I was like, it did happen. We were there. So anyway, side note. So when I think of SpongeBob, I think of that story because my husband was like, what in the world is happening? No. And he denies it, but we remember because we were like, what's going on here? He said, how you keep a straight face? Cruise is my favorite vacation. It is. See, my husband loves it. I kind of like it. We've done it a lot. Thank you so much. Such an adorable story. He's 20 now, but we remember his SpongeBob antics. That's why I said I'm gonna get in trouble for forgetting these people's names. Patrick, I should remember. Thank you. I didn't know my daughter was scared of birds until we went to the beach. Oh, really? Well, I didn't know my daughter was scared of the fish until we went to the beach. She had like a school of fish around her. She had a panic attack. She's like, get him off me, get him off. You said, does my agency provide training? Yes, friend, it does. Hey, Positive Vibes, appreciate you. Total meltdown. That's how my daughter was. She was like hysterical of the fish. All agencies, you are signing a commitment. Yes, you are signing a commitment. It's TikTok's contract. Now, obviously, any contract can be broken. It's not like you know, for whatever reason, you feel like you have to be obligated. But it is a 1 year commitment. In terms of the question about you sign a contract. So when you go in and accept the agency, you pretty much are saying that you're going to go live and you're going to support and do things based on the community guidelines for TikTok. So that's what you're doing. My contract is 1 year. Some are up to 3 years. So not mine. I just do 1 year for everybody. But TikTok will let you have agencies that can make it 3 years. I didn't do that because I don't know what the future holds for any of us. And so I wanted to make sure at least 1 year we can decide what this looks like. And if you choose not to do it anymore, that's fine. If I choose not to do it anymore, that's fine. So we'll see how this goes. I do see myself doing it. I'm enjoying it. I like the community that's been built and how people are supporting each other. So it's been a great experience. As a matter of fact, if you're in the room and you have not said you're going to our retreat, we're planning an in-person retreat here in Orlando, June 5th through 7th. And so we're looking to make sure that we are getting enough people to participate. We do have over 20 that said yes, that they opted in. So we are going to green light it. So just let you know, we're green lighting it, yay. Um, and if you have not said you want to do it, let's do I have a 14th deadline just so that we can make sure as we're talking now to hotels and in a hotel block that we know how many people are going to participate. Okay, so I just want to say that out loud so that you guys know that essentially if you want to be counting the head count, you know, let us know and go on the school platform or go in the email. I'm going to send a reminder email out to everyone too, but go there and just say you're in. Or if you're not in, that's fine. That's totally fine. I get it. People have things they're doing. It is people all over the nation and traveling, and that time and commitment may not be best for you. So that's totally fine. But we did say we're going to try to get together and we're going to make it happen. We're going to make it happen. So I'm happy for that. Hey, it's Divine. Thank you for the Fest Pops. I appreciate your friend. And so let's go here. You said your daughters wasn't feeling the birds either. Yeah, the birds are different. If you go to some of the Caribbean islands, they're pretty vicious. They have no fear. No fear. Yeah, because we locked in. I love it. We locked in. Oh, I forgot. You forgot. Okay, definitely do it. My favorite, RT Nikki. You said, oh, waiting on your area, so I'm in. Oh, okay. Woohoo. Yes, I'm going. I love it. Appreciate your friend. Let's see. Oh, you're in Groveland. Nice. Okay, yeah, hey neighbor. You're not far at all. You said I'm going, you're going to my favorite. Awesome, awesome. Where? Um, Miss Sweetie Pie, you in my neighborhood too. What you mean where? It's in Orlando. We're gonna pick a hotel in Orlando. Hey friend, well, I know you're going. You're gonna be there, ain't you? Can you just repeat what you just said? I stepped out the room. Oh, I was saying about the agency. So the agency meetup, we're doing an agency retreat in June. So we're going to meet up in June. So we green lighted it. So we had enough people to say they wanted to participate. So we're going to move forward with identifying the right hotel that can accommodate us and do a room block and get meeting space and stuff like that. So that's the next phase of it. The goal is to have that information out to you. That's why I got to talk to Short Stuff because she's helping with the reservation information. The goal is to have that out to you hopefully before this month ends so you can start planning for it and putting that into your New Year's plans. So that's the goal, just to have all that solidified. If not, it'll be the early part of the year. Early January. I'm going to respond now. I'll be there. Okay. 40 minutes from me. I'm coming. Oh, sweet. I appreciate that. Appreciate it. The chickens in Key West play no games. No, they don't. Or those alligators, iguanas, or whatever they are. No, they don't. Oh, okay. I'm coming. All right. Cool. Yeah. So what I sent out, so if you're already an agency, my new people who just joined, I need to send y'all. That's why I got to send out another email so they can see it as well. But we do have a tentative itinerary out there, a draft itinerary. So all that is going to get solidified. Are the details about this in the emails you recently sent out? The details with the draft itinerary, yes, it's there for you. Details, what you mean about the hotel block and all that stuff, we haven't done that yet. We haven't done that yet. We got a short list of hotels that short stuff is going to go through and reach out to them and see, what exactly they have to available for us. And so she's going to go through that process, and that's like the next step. Now that we have enough people who said yes, we're in, because there's no point in doing a whole hotel conversation if we don't have commitments or some verbal commitment from people. So that was kind of the first step. So the first stage step was to get people to say yes, they want to do it, or enough people to say yes, they want to do it. And now we'll do the hotel phase of it. Okay. I have not responded. Oh, launching the new studio, and I can't confirm just yet, but we'll respond soon. Okay, I understand, Fran. I totally understand. I'm sometimes that way too. When it gets too, if it's too distant, I'm like, oh my God, that's too much commitment. So I get it. I get it. But we definitely want to make sure we give people enough time to plan accordingly. So thank you so much. How you doing, Elizabeth? Thank you for being here. Um, you mentioned something about it. TT Creator Agency Agreement, 1 year. Okay, 1 year commitment, 1 year commitment for going live. I don't have requirements, so my agency is different. I don't say you got to go so many hours, so many days. That's not something I have as a commitment. I just say that you got to go live. And then I give what I call strong encouragement. If you want the algorithm to respond to you favorably, then you do have to show up. It's not something you can do once a month or once every other week and then expect for your room to be, rooming with a lot of people in it. So you got to make sure the algorithm gets to know you, understand what your messaging is, and engagement in your live stream has to be favorable, where people are coming in, they're sharing out your live, they're tapping your screen, they're commenting, they're gifting. Thank you so much. So all that is part of it. And so what I did was say, okay, a minimum 1 year so that you can have that runway to grow and get information and training. And then after that, we'll see if we renew. Now, I'll be honest with you, there's some people who don't go live. So when it comes to renewing, I won't renew them because you're not going live. So what you need an agency for? And so that's going to be a big piece of it. So that is something where you're tapping to agree. And so you can read through the agreement. You have to stay within TikTok's community guidelines. You have to do all those things. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate you all being here. I think you got my reply, but that's the height of my business. That's the height of your business season. Yes, I saw it. Flourish. I totally understand. That's a challenging time for people too. If you have other commitments that are going on from a business perspective, but also from you figure graduations and other things that are happening around that time of the year. So I get it, friend. He said we have the best agency. You so sweet. What's the fandom league? I got you now, favorite. That's what I was gonna talk about. You said I'm interested. Hey Alicia, how are you, friend? Is it Alicia? Alicia. Hi, how you doing, friend? Um, I'm gonna give me a second. Let me talk about fandom. I'll circle back to agency. So stay with me, okay? So stay with me, and then we'll talk about agency a little bit more. Fandom. So for those in the room who are brand new and trying to figure out what is all this about, for the last 3 weeks, we've been talking about it much of November. Much of November. Now we're in December. We've been talking about Live Fest. So we were anticipating Live Fest, and now we're here. So Live Fest had the first phase was Power League. We had round 1, 2, and 3 for Power League that just wrapped up yesterday, or the 7th, a couple days ago. We just wrapped up Power League. Power League was the first phase, and you had all different creators. They had different divisions that were going live, and you were climbing the leaderboard based on the engagement in your live stream, people, the gifting that was happening, and you doing different things to get points. Points meaning from the gifts that came through. And so with fandom is similar. I'm not saying actually anything changed because nothing really changed, to be honest with you. But it really is based on your fan club supporting your live stream. So it's a little bit based on a little bit more. Thank you for the Daily Heart Me. So people who click the Daily Heart Me become part of your fan club. And so those are the people you really want to gift. Your gifters you get points for. So you get 50 points for your gifters now. You get points for the votes that are sent in. And then you get points for the fest gifts. That's these gifts here, as well as the gifts that are part of the vault gifts. and then the regular gifts as well. So vote gifts and fest gifts are a point and a half still. So you get a point and a half for every coin that was given based on those gifts. You get points now for viewers. I'm sorry, for gifters. And you get points again for the votes. Okay. I watched your live for 200 minutes. Nice. Thank you so much, Carmen. I appreciate that. Thank you for that. So what happens is, good morning, good morning. What happens? Soda, did you see my message? Soda's in Orlando. I was gonna try to connect with her. Thank you so much for being here, friend. Hey, eNurse. So if you click I'll get my screen flipped. If you click your live fest when you're in your live, no, I'll check. Okay, perfect. If you click your live fest, um, messaging here, it'll show you as a live host. Hold on one second. What's your status? And you're climbing the leaderboard because you're getting points. So right now I'm number 1492. I'm in the silver league again, still in that silver league. And then I can unlock my double blast if I choose to. And then there are still the daily quests that are in there. So I have daily quests. So it is telling me to do a specific gift match with the Fest Pop. So I got to do a Fest Pop match. I'll probably do that a little later, once I turn on my what do you call that thing? My double blast. And then I have to collect 200, and I'm sorry, 220, 20 Fest Pops. And then also need the viewer's wishes. So viewer's wishes is this. I can turn off the viewer's wishes. So I achieved the viewer's wishes. So I can turn this off. Thank you for the populist, Coach Chantel. I appreciate your friend. He said, I also learned some interesting things about campaign battles. I'll tell you later. Okay, yeah, definitely let me know. Let us know. So when it comes to viewers' wishes, under the quest area, it'll have different tasks for you to do. And viewers' wishes I had to turn on. This is a feature you can turn on. As you can tell, it's themed for TikTok. It's themed for the TikTok campaign right now, the Live Fest campaign. Hey, Coach Jesse. And because it's themed for the Live Fest campaign, you can ask your viewers to engage with those specific gifts that are fest gifts. You turn it on by clicking the when you're live. It's three dots in the corner here. For you guys, I think it's the arrow, the share out arrow. But for me, it's the three dots. If you click that, you'll see viewers' wishes at the top. You click that, you can pick a template for Live Fest and then activate it. Okay, so that's what I did here. I'm actually about to turn it off because I don't need to keep it on anymore because I achieved that particular task. So I'm going to turn it off, and it's just a simple ending it. Okay, so now it's gone. And then in the meantime, TikTok, with me being ranked there, um, I'm going to now, did I turn on my double blast? Hold on, make sure I didn't activate it. I didn't. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much for the populars. I appreciate you all. And so now I'm going to change my gift. I appreciate you all supporting the live goal. I'm going to change that to the Fest Pops because the Fest Pops was what they were asking me to get for the quest as well. So I'm going to change it to Fest Pops, and then I'm going to change it to votes also. Let's see. Just do 10 for now. Okay, so that's there as well. And so as you're doing this, you're climbing the leaderboard. It's helpful if you want to do it based on your league. What are we doing? I was talking about the Fandom League. The Fandom League is a new league that's going on right now for Live Fest. So you're really looking to get your fan club to engage and support by doing by supporting the different quests that you have in there and getting as many what do you call it? As many fan club, the fest gifts and other gifts as possible. Thank you so much, Coach Chantel. I appreciate you all. Thank you for supporting that. Let me know if there's any other questions about it. Who else has done I heard Flora say she's done it. She got a lot of activity in her room because of it, because people are paying attention to the Live Fest Fandom League right now. She's all the way up to 500 plus. What was it, 517, 519 on the leaderboard. And what's your ranking, Flourish? I'm not sure if you are rising or bronze. Which one are you? Gotta run, but I will meet. Okay, we will meet. Okay, perfect. Are you rising or bronze? Which one are you? And so I don't know if she's still in the room, but if she is, let us know, friend. And okay, maybe she's not still in the room because you want to pay attention to your leaderboard. It does drive traffic a little bit, so you're seeing more people talk about this. You're going to see a lot more people talk about it in the next couple days. Um, any other moms willing to follow, trying to hit 1,000 today in less than 50 away? Okay, Emma, how are you, friend? Thank you so much. Emma, Oregon, Outdoor Lifestyle Skincare. Do you go live, friend? Let us know if you go live. Um, we definitely are a room of supporters. Have a blessed day. Thank you so much, Queen Shine. Let me know if you have questions, friend. Let me know what's going on if you want to meet too. Okay. Um, so yeah, so keep this in mind. So if you are who else is doing Live Fest? Anybody else doing Live Fest? Fandom. Anybody doing fandom right now? And you should see a little bit more traffic if you start doing the viewer wishes and doing the quest. Hey Alicia, thank you so much, friend. Let me know if you see any other traffic in your room because it should offer a little bit more visibility to your live stream. I think I am. Laugh out loud. Yeah, so definitely turn it on. I don't want you guys to sit back and be like, oh well, I didn't know I was supposed to be doing it. I would encourage you to do it. He said, I think so. Yeah. I would definitely encourage you to do it. I'll make a valiant effort for fandom. Okay. We didn't do Leanne. In all fairness, we did not pay attention to the midnight when the clock hit midnight to pay attention to this because it actually did start at midnight. So you could have done it then. You could have done it then. I was asking a question too to make sure if anybody was doing it, if you needed because I was going to say maybe we'll do a quick fest pop battle match with somebody who's doing it. And so that way we can satisfy that, and then you can get yours satisfied as well if anybody's paying attention to where they're at with the fandom and the quest daily quest options. Thank you so much, friends. I'll take a look at it. Perfect. Okay. So I just wanted to make sure I said that. What days and times will be best to do a live? Purple energy. Well, first of all, I tell people find a day and time and schedule that works for you. That's the first thing. TikTok will give you some analytics based on your viewers. If you go live, especially if you do those first 3 lives and continue to go live, TikTok will give you like over the last 7 days. How did your viewers? What time is your viewers on the app, and what time they would recommend that you go live based on your viewers. Now your viewers change because these are people who just came through your live stream, especially if you're new. That time is going to shift and make changes. So I don't know if you necessarily should start there. I think I would recommend that you start with a time that you're comfortable with showing up and being consistent. And then as time evolves, you can decide if you want to shift your time based on maybe how your viewers are on the app, or if there's any other recommendations that you're like, okay, I'd rather go live later. So that's what I would tell you. Time wise, there's a thing called the Scale Live Rewards. So I tell people to at least go live at a minimum to meet that particular metric is to go live about 25 minutes, ideally 30. And then you want to start increasing your time to maybe an hour, to 90 minutes, to 2 hours. So that again, the algorithm is favoring you and people are coming to your live more frequently because of the activity that's happening in your live. Leanne, you said, I have second live this evening, so I'll turn on double blast. Okay, good. I need a crash course in battling. Do you really? Okay. So Fridays we do the Friends and Learn if you want to do it there. If you want to, Sweetie Pie, let me know if you want to go live. Maybe I'll do the live with you. We could do a friendly battle together. I was up at midnight. I did set up from my other account. Oh, you were up. Oh, which account? Your current account, you mean? Thank you all who did it. Did you see my message this morning? No, Coach Jesse, I came straight here. I didn't get a chance to look at my inbox well, I did look at my inbox at around 8 o'clock, but that might have been too early. So I don't know if you sent it before 8. I'm in fandom too. Are you, Coach Chantel? Are you on Friday? Friday, yeah. If Friday works for you, let me know. Let Coach Jessie know too. I know she's been coordinating that for us. We haven't had a lot of people jump on it. I know we've had some new people join, so it could be a good way to engage some of our new people to see if they want to do Friends and Learn and learn how to do a friendly battle. I'm going to go live real soon. Okay, awesome. Alicia, so here's the thing you would need to know, Alicia. The thing you would need to know, if you're going to join the agency, you have to be eligible to go live. So that's the first step. So you want to go live. You said it's in school. Okay, she says it's in school. So if you want to respond to, Sweetie Pie, if you want to respond to the school message and just share what time that you're available um, to go to do it, we can see if we could pair you up with someone else. I know sometimes in here people will say that they're interested, so that's how I paired some people up the last time. But if you're interested, we'll make sure something happens on Friday. And anybody else, one thing I do have access to is a listserv to coordinate some battles. I do need some lead time because I'm noticing just the trend is that people are given at least 2 to 3 days in advance. And then sometimes they'll have a list of people who are trying to battle maybe a month of all their battles that they're trying to arrange. So there's a little bit more coordination that's happening. So I do need some lead time, but I could try to coordinate some if people are looking at having like a milestone event or something else that's a little bit more competitive in an official battle. I can work to make sure you guys are paired and matched with someone who will more than likely show up. So that's the plan with this other listserv that we have access to now. And then there's also this other database. I need to sit in on their training. There's another resource that I got to find out more information about to see if that's something we want to opt into. So I'll keep you posted on that other one. So there's some more stuff to come when it comes to battling. Battling is not a requirement for the agency. I tell people that all the time. You don't have to battle. It's not something you should feel like you need to do. Hey Kay, how are you? But I do tell you that it's something. You said, what is school? Give me 1 second. I do tell you it is something that you want to think about from 3 perspectives when it comes to community building. Maybe you have a special event or a milestone and you want to celebrate that way. When it comes to more exposure, because you're competing against another live host and you have exposure to their room and they have a chance to get to know you, and so that can bring new followers, new visibility to your live stream. And then the monetization, because people are doing these 5-minute matches, and those are when your viewers and your supporters are there, they're supporting you in a way that normally maybe they wouldn't necessarily do in that 5 minutes in terms of the gifting they're offering. So just kind of keep that in mind. So that's the 3 reasons why you would want to do it. But and it doesn't have to be contentious. It doesn't have to be this negative experience. Hopefully it is positive, and that's what we try to do. Make sure that it's a positive experience. Monique, good afternoon. How are you? So school is a secondary. It's a different platform. It's not TikTok. It's like it's a community. And so if you have a community, you can create a school where you can gather your community. And so we have a school community where you can get training, resources, information. They have modules out there that you can build out. And then they also have a calendar of events, and you have this chat that you can have your community engage with. So people are using school more often to create their community or network. Yeah. So there's some other ones out there. I think school is probably the better one so far. I think the other ones, are a little challenging when I think about Discord. Discord I'm not a big fan of it. It's just too convoluted for me, too much information in terms of the little different list serve chat rooms. So school is a lot more organized for me. So yeah, so a lot of people, and I know people are creating different schools, even in this community. People are using, is it like Patreon? Not really. I see what you're saying with Patreon. No, it's slightly different interface. Yeah, I've seen people use Patreon in that way where they gather their community, but I don't think it has that chat interface piece to it. I think Patreon is just people commenting maybe off a post or some information that's shared, but I don't think it's the same. I think it's definitely different. I'm trying to think of like the differences. Patreon I looked at for a little bit as well, but it's definitely a different feel to it. Those who know Patreon, let me know if you have some thoughts about Patreon versus school. But definitely two different platforms. I know Patreon, you post stuff in there and you give special access to your community. It has a paywall that can be utilized for people to access that information. Some stuff is free. Um, School is similar. You could create a paywall for it, but typically when you get invited to school, you've probably already gotten in for free. Or if they did have a paywall, you paid to have access to what they're sharing. Yeah. So just two different things. I think they probably could be used similar though. Depends on what you're trying to do with your school platform or your Patreon. Um, all right, friends. Let me know if there's any questions in particular. I'll circle back to agency. Let me know if there's any questions surrounding Live Fest too. So Live Fest with Fandom and Talently, they're both running now until December. It goes from December, I think it's December 10th through 19th, if I'm not mistaken. Let me know if somebody else has a different date. I think it's December 10th through 19th. And because of that, you are going to see people talking about this first round and how to move up the leaderboard. And you'll see a lot more activity now about community Live Fest again. And then with that, there'll be definitely, I think it's 2 rounds for the round we're in now. I don't know if it's a third round. I got to go back and check, but I don't think it's a third round. I think it's 2 rounds. And then we'll go into the global finale. You said I have to go, but I'll message you. Thank you for your great advice. You're welcome. Thank you so much, Purple Energy. Appreciate you, friend. Um, so yeah, so um, so with those rounds, you'll see more people engaging and interacting with Live Fest and talking about it quite a bit, especially people who are trying to climb the leaderboard and still get to the global finale. And so this is another way to get to the global finale. Fandom in the Talent League. You can get your way to Vegas because of your participation in this particular phase of the competition. Power League was the first way to do it. Now you got these other 2 opportunities. And then I think there's that crossover piece where if you're doing content, you have to be eligible for that. I think you had to have 10,000 followers or more to be eligible for that. And I don't think you could be as active on the live hosting side. They try to get you to go live, and there's some things to make sure you do go live. But the main focus was your content and people engaging with your content as well. So that's a different competition that's happening too. It's within Live Fest, but that's a different phase of it. Um, so yeah, all that is happening. So definitely, if you have not started looking at the Live Fest, this is another great way to look at it and build up or climb up the leaderboard because of it. Okay. Let me know if there's other questions. Let me know if I need to circle back to the agency questions too. In the meantime, um, who else is going live and doing fandom? Because I want to make sure I'm supporting y'all who are doing that. And then those in the room, thank you so much for being here. Carmen, Monique, Tag, Lynn, Amanda. You said lion dog. Thank you for being here. Hey, Coach Rhonda, how you doing? Thank you so much for supporting the live, y'all. Um, let's see. Hey, Lynn, thank you for that daily heart me. Appreciate it. I was just starting to go live last week. Awesome. Oh, I sent an invite by accident. Don't answer. Don't answer, Lynn. Don't answer. I apologize. Thank you for that daily heart me. Yeah, ignore it. Over 40 mama, yoga teacher, TikTok affiliate, must love dogs. Okay, and then you're with GQ and you go live. So you say you just started going live last week. Oh, okay, so you already started. Enjoy your day. Thank you so much, sweetie pie. Appreciate your friend. Thank you for being here. Let me know if there's questions about um, some of the live fest. So, what's your live fest top? What's your live topic about, Amanda? Let's see. What's your live topic about? Thank you all for supporting. Let's see. Good morning. Good morning. And let's see. I got to add. Thank you so much. You said mindset. Oh, that's a good one. Good morning. That is a good one because, yeah, a lot of people, especially this time of year, I think we often are struggling with having a positive outlook, having the right mindset. Thank you. And shop. Okay, you do TikTok shop as well. Perfect. Okay. Um, and then your shop is what products? Is there a particular niche? You said true. It is. Thank you so much for that, Coach Ron. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, mindset right now. I mean, people struggle. Obviously, the season um, um, is somewhat challenging for folks, depending on what they've experienced over life, or dealing with seasonal depression or loneliness or anything like that. So you get a lot of people struggling, and then reminiscing about family and loved ones and stuff, and not having the opportunity to spend time with them. So a lot of things happen when we talk about from a live journey. I mean, you find a lot of people who are nervous, afraid, and there's high anxiety about this. At the end of the day, there's nothing to be nervous about. This is all about building community, usually supplements and skincare. And then I think about, okay, and then I think some dog stuff sprinkled in. Okay. All right. Awesome. Um, and so what I talk about here is just making sure you think about your goals for the upcoming year as as being intentional as possible. And if there's an opportunity for you to start doing something that's radically different, doing something that's out of your comfort zone, this is the time to do it. Okay, so this will be a good time to start that. You say yes. Yeah. Talking about that on next Wednesday. Are you really? Okay. That's important. Yeah, this time of the year it's hard for folks. You said responded to your message. What was your response, Miss? Because that's going to determine if I need to start moving. um, so soda's in town. Soda's in town. So we were talking about maybe connecting for lunch. So we'll see if that happens. Um, Collaboration with Trainer V. Oh, nice, nice. Okay. Yeah, I spoke to her yesterday, so that's good. She said she was going to be connecting with you. So that'll be good. Awesome. And and then I am talking today. I'll be talking today on Women's Wellness Wednesdays. Thank you so much, Alicia. Thank you so much for that best pop. So yeah, I'll be talking today for Women's Wellness Wednesdays. Just talking about my journey, and my journey is, oh, I love that. Yes, yes. My journey is basically me making sure that I didn't when I so I'm the type of person, and this is not. I know this is not everybody's thing. And my husband says I can be somewhat compulsive in terms of how I operate. But if I put my mind to something and I'm going to say I'm going to do it, and I'm going to give it my all, my husband has the car. Okay, okay. Um, so I'm at the All Star. Okay, so I'll take. Okay, so I'll message you. So I'll probably get off at noon. So I'll message you. Sounds good. I sent you a message this morning. Okay, perfect. Um, so if I put my mind to something, I'm going to make sure I try my best to make it a go. And so when I committed to this and I started doing it in January, that was my intent, just to be consistent, just to make sure I was not doing it in a way that I can look back and be like, hey, did I really put my all into it? Did I really try my best? What was holding me back? What did I learn from this? What did I grow from? How can I grow and do things differently? So that was kind of my mindset on it. So, and that's how I did it. So I'm not going to say too much because I know I have the conversation tonight with Coach Jesse. But really, I think a lot of times it's about your intent and being intentional about how you do things, and then making sure you just don't stop. To a certain extent, you gotta keep going because yeah, it's hard and messy, and sometimes you're disillusioned by what happens and who's in a room and who's not in a room, and what the overall experience is like. And because of that, thank you so much, Alicia. It's easy to say, well, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that no more. I'm not going to do that. And I find myself, if I go back to that place where I say I'm giving up, I'm one of those people that will look back and say, okay, did I really give it my all? Was my breakthrough about to happen and I gave up? Could this transform how I operate and think about who I am and what I'm doing? Is that the easy way out? just to give up. Thank you so much for the fest pops. And so when I get to having those conversations with myself, then I'm like, okay, you can't give up. And believe me, there were definitely times when I was like, okay, maybe I should give up. Maybe I should stop this. And so I don't operate that way. I don't think that way. So I try my best to stay positive. And then obviously my husband, he's positive as well. So he sees this as, okay, you can do this. He says you're good at this. And you know, he's come to my lives before. He used to come a lot in the beginning. He'll pop in and stuff, and he was like, yeah, he said you're good. And when he's doing his walks, he'll listen to me. He's like, I was listening to you. Because I had that type of person in my ear champion me, saying positive reinforcements and sharing, hey, here's what you share and here's what you're doing, and I like what I'm hearing. That's that kept me moving. But if I had somebody who was negative in my ear saying, well, why are you doing that? Oh no, you shouldn't be doing that. You're wasting your time. Ain't nobody in your room. You know, that that voice is also loud. And if you got somebody who's in your ear talking that way to you, then I would tell you to maybe reevaluate who you got in your ear, but also recognize that if you don't have someone championing you, then you're gonna stop. You're gonna let that other part of your brain that takes over and says, okay, why are you doing this? You know, no one's there. You'll let that part take over too, and then before you know it, you stop before you even started. So, and I've had a lot of people do that, unfortunately. Who will come back and say, you know, you figure there's people who click the button to join the agency and then never really gone live again. And I'm like, okay, well, yeah, you're not going to see success if you're not taking this seriously. If you're not trying to make a positive go at it. Good morning. How you doing, Ocean Summer? I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Yes, that's true, Jesse. Yes, yes, I agree. Dr. Henry, yes, Michelle Henry, yes. So yeah, my husband has been really positive, so he's been a good champion. How long did you go live before it really made a difference? Well, you know what? My experience was going live daily. I missed my anniversary, y'all. Maybe because maybe I didn't count it as my anniversary. I just looked at the calendar. My anniversary, my very first time going live on this account was December 8th. I never said anything about that, did I? December 8th came and gone. So in my mind, I was like, well, that wasn't my first day. Whatever. Anyway, it was my first day when I got live access on this account. So it's counted as the very first time going live. You say, congratulations. You said, wow. Now, what I count is January 1st because what happened in December of last year, I went to someone's live. It probably was around, I'm going to say I went to that person's live around December 22nd. It was before the holidays because I was thinking about, okay, I'm going to go live. I'm going to make a go at it. So I think it was definitely before the Christmas holiday. Hey, phenomenal. How you doing, friend? Um, and so, give me 1 second, Alicia. I'm gonna explain the agency stuff in a second, friends. Stay with me. Thank you for the congratulations on the agent on my on my anniversary. So um so I started. Thank y'all. Y'all so sweet. Y'all say happy anniversary. It's like I really didn't recognize it to be an anniversary, but thank you. Appreciate y'all. Um, but yes, you said belated anniversary. So it was definitely one of those things where I went to someone's live and she shared, um, she gained so many followers. She had earned some money. She had started going live in December every single day, and she was sharing her growth that had happened in that early phase of it. And again, I tell you guys all the time from an agency perspective, measure your wins, set goals for yourself, and measure it. We chatted about this in the month of November. There were people who had so many new followers, have made more diamonds than they have ever made before on the app. And so it may not be huge. We're not talking about thousands and dollars and stuff, but at the end of the day, it was a win. It was, you got monetized. You made more than you've ever made on the app You got so many more followers in that month that you've ever had before. So just recognizing, hey, Nika Grace, just recognizing those are wins. And so what this person had done was tracked her wins. And she was like, I'm not, making thousands, but I did well for what, for what I had been doing the month before. And so she showed up in a way that said, that consistency paid off for me. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate the best cheers. She said that consistency paid off for me because I grew, and I grew in a way that I didn't think I was going to grow. And I was like, okay, let me think about this. New year, January 1st, I'm going to set a goal for myself. New year, new me. Let me just show up. I'm going to show up every day. So I say that because, again, I think that's a difference maker. Even if you're somebody who's like, oh, well, I'm going to fit it in 4 days of the week. Yeah, but the algorithm you're just learning is learning you, just like your community is just getting to know you, and you never know what you can gain if you just show up a little bit more and you do it daily. So I do subscribe to the daily. I'm just gonna say that I do subscribe to that, but not everybody can fit it in daily. So going live every day is a huge commitment. It's a very huge commitment. It's a significant commitment, and it's not for everybody. But I will say you won't know what you don't know until you do it. I didn't think I was an everyday live person. I've been doing it almost 12 months. Daily, I'm going to try it to June 1. Okay, there we go. Yeah. And so what happened in January? Let me just paint the picture for January though. January was interesting because obviously I did not have any knowledge of this app to any great extent. And I was new, and I just come on and talk about what I was learning. In those early days, I was playing around with effects. I was playing around with different features on the screen and stuff. And so I was really just trying to get an understanding of what's here. And I would talk about how did I start my live journey? What buttons did I press? And it just so happened it was people who would come in my live and ask questions. And so those early days, like my very first day of going live, thank you. What was the donut? The basketball? What was the basketball back there? Thank you for that. I was like, is he gonna dunk it? He didn't. He didn't. He just held up the basketball, the little donut. Thank you for that, friend. That was cute. Super cute. Um, so he said dunking his basketball. Did he dunk it though? He didn't. Did he? I missed it. I was like, well, what is he doing? That was cute. He was cute in his little PJs. He said, not so much. Not so much. Oh, yeah, they're all super cute. So is that one that you made? Did you make that phenomenal? I need to go and look at that because who was that coach? Dr. Trish. She made the one where the cow got pulled up like a close encounter. The cow went up into the spaceship. You say it's the genie. Okay, it is the genie. All right. Awesome. Thank you so much, B Mama, for sharing out the live. Okay, so January for me, my very first day of going live, somebody came in my live because you really. So I said in December 8th was the first day I went live, and you got to do 3 days of going live. So I went live back to back to back, and got the full access, where you can pin comments, you can do all the things. So I had done some lives in December. January was my first day of going consistently. So I had already gotten a little bit of the understanding of the platform. And let me even say this. My other account was my account that I used to kind of go live faceless, because I had a different account that I started like in September. You're spilling it. I'm not gonna tell it. I could tell all this over again. This is the easy stuff. I'm not spilling nothing. This is the setup for what's to come. But what I will say is, with doing that over the course of over the course of every day, I started to grow. Okay, so I started to grow. You said, okay. I started to grow. And with every day of doing it in January, some things happen in January. So, and this is where I'm saying these are the things that could stop you. Okay, TikTok actually went dark. It went dark in January. Who was here for January? Who's around for January? Hello, first time here. How long did you go live your first 3 days? The first 3 days you were here for January. Oh, I remember. Yeah. Okay. Um, you said I was. And so you said, hold on, I gotta somebody trying to battle me. Yes, January. Yep. It became more fun longer you go live. Yes, yes. I was here just after the crash out. Decor greetings. Those first 3 days, TikTok actually says you can go live for a total of 30 minutes over the course of 3 days. Thank you so much, my favorite. Total 30 days, 30 minutes over the course of 3 days. So you can do the first live for 10 minutes, second live for 10 minutes, third live for 10 minutes. You get full access. I didn't do it that way. I did like 12 minutes the first time. I did another 15, 20 minutes the second time, and then another 15, 20 minutes the third time because I was trying to scale myself so I can go a little longer and a little longer and a little longer. So that's how I did it. So, but that was the rule. I think that still is the rule, where you have to do 30 minutes in total over the course of 3 different times. And you have to make sure that they're consecutive, like try to do 24 hours between each one. So that's the way I did it. It actually tells you that when you do your very first live, if you scroll down, as soon as you end that live, there's a screen that pops up that says congratulations. Scroll all the way down at the bottom and it'll tell you you've done one of 3 lives for 15 minutes. Now you have another 15 minutes to do over the course of 2 or 3 lives. So it tells you that information. You said I did 2 hours each time. That's good. That's great. That's awesome. Yeah, you didn't have to do that, but that was great. um, so the people who were in here when it went dark and phenomenal, you said it. People crashed out. You saw tears. You saw, oh my gosh, it went dark. Or no, wait, before it went dark. And what has happened, people were having like panic attacks. It was like if you saw the content, it was like bedlam. You didn't know what was happening. And let me be real. There's a lot of people who closed the app, didn't come back, deleted it, went over to whatever the Asian app was. It was another app that they went to. I don't remember the name of it, but it was another app that they had gone to. A lot of people went to the other app. It's called Favorite, I think. Yeah, people were all over the place. It was like, oh, I'm just gonna do something else. I'm gonna jump ship. Yes. Oh, he said, oh, okay, thank you. And he said, yes, yes. It was sad. It was very dark. God, it was that serious. Yeah, I was here, and yes, people were terrified of losing their income. Yes, they were. Right. You said Lemon. Was no Lemon was the other dance app. No, it was something else. It was a Chinese app. It was literally in Chinese. Like it was, I forgot the name of it. Was Red Note? Was that it? Was that it? Red Note. Then other countries talk trash. Yeah, they did. They did. I think it was Red something. Yep, it was Red Note. I think that's what it was called. It was like being left behind. Yes. Oh yeah, that's right. Yep. Yeah. So I mean, we're a year later, but yeah, it was bananas in that was it? I don't even know if it was 24 hours, y'all. It might have been right at 24 hours, maybe. I think it was more like 20 hours that it was dark. And so people were like, oh my gosh. And just, he said it was a blink. It was. But, when it came back, it was one of those things where um, it was probably a blessing in disguise in terms of it coming back because the algorithm started to be a little bit more favorable, especially for small creators and how people were still there and they were picked up where they left off. You said people were afraid of losing their income. What did they do before TikTok was here? I know, that's the question. What did they do before? But a lot of people have intertwined themselves into TikTok, whether it was TikTok Shop, because a lot of people just came off that shop year, that shop season. So the shop season, if you're someone who goes hard with TikTok Shop, then you made a lot of money. I mean, there was a lot of people who made a lot of money off TikTok Shop. And so thank you so much. I appreciate the puffs and the roses. So people are like, what the what? So you just came off this great, maybe quarter 4 with Shop, and now you're here in January, and you're like, all is gone. It's dark. We're done. And you're like, what? I mean, and then there's businesses. There's people who use this as one of their core marketing initiatives to get sales and stuff. There's a lot of people who do that. So it was scary for those businesses to have to rethink their strategy in just that moment. Yeah. So, oh, our northern neighbors were like, we did not, we did not all talk trash. Exactly. If you're new to TikTok with less than 1K followers, what's the best way to monetize aside from doing lives? New to TikTok with less than 1K followers, and you said besides from doing live, aside from doing live, you don't have shop yet, because I was gonna say shop, but you don't have that yet. Live is the first way and the best way to monetize on this app. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Just to be point blank honest. Everybody said nothing. The pilot program they don't have if they have less than 1K followers. So it's not even a pilot program. And then the best way to make money on the pilot program is to do shoppable lives. Finally, everyone said TikTok is not the same without the Americans. I heard that. It's the future of marketing and sales. It is. Pilot program, campaigns. Campaigns maybe, but again, 1K followers, I don't know if you're going to be as successful. Go live, nothing. Almost to 1K though. Yeah. So, whatever you do on this app, I'm going to be honest with you. Let me just be quite honest with you. Whatever you do on this app, and you hear people talk about making money and doing things, it's going to take consistency and a lot of time and effort. Just being honest. And there is no get rich and make good money without putting in the work. I'm just going to put that out there because I don't want people to feel like, oh, well, I can come here and all of a sudden I'm going to be, it's a windfall. No, that's not how it works. It could be a good passive income in terms of how you do it, but it means you have to show up, be consistent, and learn the platform and engage and do all the things. Figure out how to get TikTok shop. Yeah, figure out how to, yeah, that's true. I think I changed it. What did you change, Amanda? Let me know what you meant. Um, you said it worked. What worked? What did you change? So the pilot program only allowed to you to do five, same five items only. No decor ingredients. TikTok Shop. If you get into the pilot program, you can do 5 shoppable videos a week and 3 shoppable lives. They'll give you unlimited live access as you start doing shoppable lives a little bit more frequently, but you start off with 3 and you do 5 shoppable videos. Those 5 shoppable videos could be the same product or 5 different products or 2 different products, however you want to do it. But you only get 5 videos you can do. So it's up to you in terms of how you do it. You can have other products in your showcase. It doesn't limit how many products you have in your showcase. I think there may be a limit, but with that being said, you can have a lot of products in your showcase and you can do shoppable videos on those products. If you get samples, you got to do videos for those samples. Like right now, I got a sample that came in, I got to do a video for it. And so, yeah, so that's how it works. So you have options to do up to 5 videos a week. That's pretty much, and you decide on what those products are. Okay. Um, So Janelle, you said, I believe something else started last night, just posting content to monetize. Oh, a new program to post content? Okay. Okay, I thought it was the same 5 only. Thanks. No, it could be whatever you want it to be. Thank you so much for that, friend. Yeah, you got 5 videos. 5 videos, it could be different products, but 5 videos. Yeah. So, Amanda, what were you saying? I might have missed your point. I might have missed your point, but ultimately, ultimately when it comes to making money on this app, it is based on, I tell you guys all the time from the beginning of me coming here, being consistent, consistency and engagement. How you doing, Sue's World? How you doing, friend? Consistency and engagement. If you are inconsistent and you are not engaging, you're gonna come back and be like, well, nothing's working. I ain't make no money. I don't get it. Ain't nobody coming to my room. People are not engaging with me. First of all, you're not engaging with them. Second of all, you ain't showing up enough. So that's what I would tell you. I mean, that's just the truth. And if you decide that you want to show up on occasion and do it occasionally and expect for your room to get to rooming, and you're just having these random conversations that have no um, significance to your audience, and you don't know who your audience is, then again, it's going to feel like people aren't engaging and connecting with you because they don't know you. They don't know what you're talking about. They don't think your topic is relevant to them. So you do need to figure out what your platform is about. You need to figure out who you're trying to talk to. You need to have some topics that you're talking about. All those things are important. People talk about the niche or no niche. At the end of the day, I think I am uh, pro niche. I am pro niche. I will say that. I'm not pro non niche. I think you need to have a niche. I think you need to have a topic. I think you need to know who you're talking to. I think all that matters. Okay. I did a post on consistency yesterday. It's important. People need to understand that. They need it needs to be talked about more consistently. We need to talk about that. 5 shoppable videos and 3 shoppable lives. Yep. For the pilot program. Yep. Do you know anything about agencies for TikTok Shop? I do know a little bit. I do know a little bit. I'm not a TikTok Shop agency. Alicia, let me know if you're still here. I was going to talk about agencies, friend. Let me know if you're still here. Can you 3 different pages and be in your agency? Only 1 agency per person. So that means per person, meaning that you have to select 1 account that agency is with. Sorry, that you're with an agency for, and it has to be your primary account that have made the most diamonds, the most money. So, so it's 1 agency that you can have for 1 account. Yeah, for 1 creator network agency. Let me put a little pin in that because that's different than the shop agencies. Let me explain the shop agencies real quick too. Here, okay, Alicia, you are here. Okay, I'm going to segue into my agency in 1 second. Thank you. So really quickly, Amanda, your question about shop agencies. If you go, because I have a TikTok shop page. So if you belong, because I saw your bio, you said GQ. If you belong to an agency on this account, Amanda, then you cannot have a shop agency on this account. You can have a different account and have a shop agency on that account, but you won't be able to have 2 agencies on to a shop or creator network program agency on this account. Your shop, your Amanda account. So if you have a shop page, what you would do is kind of like here. This is my TikTok shop page. This is my TikTok shop page. On this account, I did have an agency, and so what you could do is go to it's called the Creator TikTok Shop Partners Program. Thank you, Chocolate. Thank you for the follow as well, Chocolate Energy. Appreciate you, friend. So TikTok Shop Partners Program is what you would want to look into and decide if you want to be on that. Sign up for one of those agencies. The Partners Program, this is not the full list, but this is the top. It says the top live partners. So if you go into the shoppable content toolkit, if you go into the toolkit, they have this program, Learn and Trying to Grow. So thank you for this information. You're welcome. Top live partners. And then this is a list of different partners that are out here. I would tell you maybe to look on the home screen and look up TikTok Shop agencies, but they call it the TikTok Shop Partners Program. And so that's what you would do. And so these are different agencies that are top agencies. All agencies, just like here on the creator side, all agencies are different. Let me say that. The Partners Program, typically, they all have different commissions. They have different ways that they are charging people to be to provide support. They all have different support structures. So I would say definitely do your research if you want to go over there and be part of the Partners Program. I thought I could have an agency for shop and agency for live on the same account. Nope, they don't let you do that. That's my understanding. They don't let you do that. That's my understanding. That is, but you could have a separate account for your shop and have the shop agency over there. But my understanding is that they don't let you do both. So um, I think they feel like you're getting support one way for going live for that account already. And so it's almost like double dipping on the support side because when it comes down to how um, how your live is going, they would have to split it between shop and you going live for your diamonds, and that's not how the way they do the math. Everything's kind of commingled. So it would be interesting. I don't think they would. Yeah, I don't think they would ever combine these two because it's just too much stuff they have to untangle. I need more engagement followers for the account. Feel free to engage with me here. This is your shop page. You have shop yet? You don't have shop. You need to put a bio in, Sultry Nana. You need to set up your bios for your account so people will follow it and they know you're doing shop, friend. I'm going to pin it for you. Sultry Nana is an agency. This is her backup account. So she's trying to get some new communities for this account. Thank you so much. I'm up to all 3 of my accounts right now. Okay. So yeah, that's what I would say. I would say make a decision on which one you want to. That makes sense. Yeah. So definitely, if you wanted to have a shop agency, here's the other thing about shop agencies. That, like I said, they're all different. So you have to do your research to decide which one you want. A lot of them are. You need to have some basic knowledge and understanding of TikTok Shop. So they're not super beginner friendly. You kind of jump in and you already understand the basics. Maybe you've done the creator pilot program for a little bit and you understand different rules about how to do shoppable videos and how to post and do a shoppable live. And so it is very much about you already having some baseline understanding of TikTok Shop so that if you're going to go into it, they're not having to help you understand, oh, here's how you go to a marketplace and pick products. How you doing, Christine? Or here's how I add products to my showcase. They're not teaching you that. So you already know that. Or here's how I do a shoppable video. Maybe they're teaching you how to improve on your shoppable video, but you already know how to make sure you have a link on that video and some other basic things to make it a shoppable video, as opposed to having to teach you that. So just understand that there's a little bit of baseline understanding you need to have. Hey, Kim Love Jones, how you doing, friend? So as you go into it, it's not you going into it totally green. Okay, so you got to have some knowledge before you embark on TikTok Shop and being in a partners program. That's my 2 cents about it. You may come across a couple agencies that will spend the time helping you, but it is a learning curve, and you gotta make sure you're open to learning about TikTok Shop because there's a lot of rules over there when it comes to product promotion. Because again, you have to follow the FCC in terms of how you're communicating to customers about products. Okay, so you gotta be careful about what you say and what you say, how you describe products, because it has to be more or less um, honest, I guess, honest commentary about the product, and you're not making it too manipulative. Okay. Hey, friend, how you doing? So let me know if that made sense. I just want to make sure I said that correctly because shop is definitely a thing and it's not easy. But people who do it, they do it well. There's a couple different strategies. Posting a lot of shoppable videos. Once you get unlimited shoppable, it made sense. Yes, thank you. You're welcome. Once you get unlimited TikTok Shop video access, people put a lot of volume out there. They're posting multiple videos, and they have a couple different strategies that they use with how they talk about the products and how they post about them. There's people who post based on volume, so they're like 15 to 20 videos a day. So they're doing high volume posting, and they're hoping that one of those videos hit hit the algorithm in a way that it goes viral. Yes, that is a strategy. There's strategies surrounding product selection, and there's third-party software that helps you with your product selection. So there's like some things that you want to pay attention to if you're going to do TikTok shop. That's why we're using the script provided. That's why using the script provided. Oh, the scripts that they have in the system, yes. That's why using the script providers is so important. Yep. I use ChatGPT a lot. Yep. They do have, yeah. So Social is talking about the AI script that you can use in there. Be careful about those scripts too. Sometimes if you're doing health and wellness, you might say something that is not approved. I had a video that had some points deducted. I was like, I said based on the script, but I think what I said was also um, uh, I don't, well, let me take that back. I never found the word I used that was problematic. I'm making assumptions. I still think I had an appealable video. When I posted it and tried to appeal it, they didn't approve it. But I still think what I said was fine. But I never found out what they didn't like. So, but they still gave me points against that video. Um, but what I will say is the volume is a strategy that they use. And then some people use a strategy of, obviously the live stream is a big way to get viewer attention, and it helps with making sure you're selling the features and benefits of the product, and people coming in, they learn, they're asking questions, and they end up purchasing. So you'll get sales that way. That actually is the easiest way to get sales, in my opinion, than doing shoppable videos. So that's shoppable lives is, like, to me, the better approach. Um, Agency stuff. Alicia, let me know if you're still with me. So Alicia, agency. So agency, if you want to join the agency, you can click my profile picture in the top. My mini profile is going to pop up. You can click it again, and it'll take you to my main profile. In my bio is my webpage for the agency, so you can join by apply by clicking that, and I can see if you're eligible. When it comes to, hey, Social Nana, often after a restriction, they won't be specific about what you have said. Yeah, no, they're not. They're not very specific at all, especially from the shop. Absolute shoppable lives is easier for generating sales. It is, Astro. It really is. I would agree. How you doing, Astro? How's everything going, friend? Um, so here's what I will say. What I offer with the agency is, hello, super fan. How you doing? It's KK3. How you doing, friend? Hey, hey, Astro. Um, what I offer is I come live twice a day, 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern, talking all things live stream. You guys can see I answer questions. I'm here to talk about some of the different features on the app. Good morning. Today we talked about Live Fest, we talked about Shop. So it's just different things that come up. And if you guys have questions, I'll go down that path and we'll answer. I'll demonstrate things to you as well. I do weekly meetings with my community, with the agency community, on Sundays at 6:30, so that we can come together and we can talk about different topics. And it's a way for us to kind of stay in community with each other and also learn from each other, because people come across different things that they've experienced and they'll talk about in the meeting. So that's good. And then we also have a school, SKOOL, where you can go to and you can join that. That's the community where you can connect with other creators. Also have training and resources in our modules for you to have access to. And then I also put you in group chats here on TikTok, as well as on where you can post content and post your share your live as well. The community is amazing as people are sharing their lives and connecting. They are connecting with one another. They're coming into the live. They're tapping the screen. They're sharing the live out. They're commenting. They're sending stickers. They're doing all the things as a community would do, and they help to train your community, because oftentimes your community is like, oh, well, maybe I need to be sending stickers. How do they do that? And so you want to make sure you educate your community. So we talk about strategies here to educate your community. Join her agent, y'all. She is amazing. Always patient, kind, empowering, and calming. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Astro. Appreciate you. Decor, greetings. Can you break down the battles? I sure can, friend. Agencies are free. I probably should have led with that. I keep forgetting to say that. I need to lead with that. It's a free program. The reason why it's free is because TikTok pays you and they pay the agencies. So when you think about your engagement in your live, TikTok has the monetization scale is called the Scale Live Rewards. With that, you get 40% per live, and then you have these weekly missions where you can earn up to 13%. which is 53%. TikTok typically pays the average creator about 43% because of those metrics you got to hit. With that, TikTok takes the difference, and with their difference, they give 2 to 3% to the agency. So it becomes free for you. So you get paid by TikTok, the agency gets paid by TikTok. So that's how it is. When it comes to um, when it comes to battles, okay, so that's the agency talk. TikTok has rules about who can join. So you can apply, you have to go live. If you're not going live, you cannot join anybody's agency. Creator Network programs are for live hosts. So you got to go live. If you are in violation or restriction, you may not be able to join at that time. You have to wait until that clears out. If you already belong to an agency, you cannot join. So you have to make sure that it's one agency per person per account. I mean, for one account. And you got to make sure that that account is in good standing. If you made too much on TikTok, then TikTok doesn't consider you to be a rookie, and you don't need an agency to support you. So that's part of it as well. So you got to make sure you are not that you have not made too much money. If you made too much money, you can't go live as well. Okay, so let me know if there's any other questions about the agency. I'm happy to answer. Thank you all. Appreciate. Oh, look at you guys sending out the highlights from the live. I'll hit those 53 metrics a time or two. I love that. Ocean Summer, it says some. It got. Does TikTok take the 60%? TikTok takes the 60%. The 40 plus the 60. Yeah, 40% per live. TikTok takes the 60. Now let's be real. TikTok a little shady too, because not everybody gets the 40%. You get 38% sometimes. Sometimes you get 39.5% sometimes. So it's an interesting metric. You got to make sure you go live at least 25 minutes or more and get 5 new followers. So if you didn't get your 5 new followers, you will not get that 40%. Okay? Depending on how many new followers you get, you'll get some variation of that. Yeah, 38% or oh wow, thank you. Yeah. And let me say this. I won't go over it now, but you can see real time. You said, wow, real time. You can see what your percentage is. You can see how much you've earned or how much you're estimated to earn. Yeah. Thanks for explaining. Are you paid weekly? TikTok pays you every Wednesday. So yeah, Wednesday it accumulates for you. So you're paid out on Wednesdays to PayPal. Wednesday morning. So they pay pretty frequently. I gotta look, dude. I gotta see if I got paid today, y'all. I didn't check. You can set it so that you get paid based on $1 up to 500. So you can set that scale as well, which is pretty cool. So you can set it up for yourself.